Good evening. This is All India Radio Kohima. I'm Jonas Yantan with Evening News. The headlines. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh asserts India's weapons system is safe, secure and reliable. Union Consumer Affairs Minister Piyush Goyal says government working to ensure consumer rights are protected. Nagaland Government extends existing measures for containment of COVID-19 with relaxations of various activities up to 31st of this month. In Nagaland, to roll out vaccination drive for 12 to 14 years of age along with the rest of the country from tomorrow. As we start the bulletin, we appeal our listeners to stay safe from COVID-19 by following these 4 simple steps. Get fully vaccinated, wear a face mask, maintain 6 feet for social distancing, focus on hand and face hygiene. And now the news in detail. Union Defence Minister Rajnath Singh today asserted that India's weapons system is safe, secure and reliable. He said the government accords top priority to the safety of weapons systems. Making a statement in both the Houses of Parliament over the inadvertent firing of missile last week, Singh said the country's safety procedures and protocols are of the highest order and are reviewed from time to time. He added that India's armed forces are well trained, disciplined and well experienced in handling such systems. Singh said standard operating procedures for operations, maintenance and inspection of such systems were being reviewed, and if any shortcoming is found, the same would be immediately rectified. The minister expressed regret over the inadvertent firing of a missile that landed in the territory of Pakistan. However, it did not cause any damage. The minister informed the House that a high-level inquiry has been ordered in this matter and the government has taken this matter seriously. Union Minister for Consumer Affairs Piyush Goyal has said the government is working to ensure that consumer rights are protected. Addressing an event commemorating World Consumer Rights Day in New Delhi today, Goyal said quality must be the cornerstone of products and services, which was possible only through the efforts of all stakeholders. The minister emphasized on building the image of high-quality products and high-quality service through production and services. Stressing on the need to be alert about consumer rights, Goyal said government officials and consumers should see their rights as a responsibility so that the whole system will move towards an honest system and the country will also move towards quality. Nagaland Government has extended the existing measures for containment of COVID-19 with relaxations of various activities up to 31st of this month. In an order issued today, Chief Secretary J. Alam directed that the existing measures for containment of COVID-19 and the relaxations for various activities subject to adherence to conditions and relevant SOPs as issued previously will remain in force throughout the state till March 31st. Nagaland, along with the rest of the country, will roll out vaccination drive for 12 to 14 years of age from tomorrow. State Immunization Officer, Health Department, Dr. Ritu Turu said the vaccination for 12 to 14 years cohort will be initially carried out in Kohima and Dimapur districts and gradually extended to other districts as soon as the vaccines are dispatched to the districts. He said all beneficiaries in the age group of 12 to 13 years born on or before 15th of March 2010 will be eligible for the vaccination tomorrow. He said a vaccine to be used for these age groups is Corbevax, which will be available at the government COVID vaccination centers. The dosage schedule will be 2 doses, having 28 days apart. Dr. Toor also informed that appointments can be done either self or on-site registration. Self-registration can be done through the existing account of GoWin of a family member or by creating new account through a unique mobile number, and on-site registration can be facilitated by the vaccinator. Dr. Toor further said all citizens, irrespective of the income status, are entitled to free COVID-19 vaccination at a government COVID vaccination center. This news comes to you from All India Radio Kohima. You can also listen to this news bulletin on News on Air app and YouTube channel AIR News. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has invited citizens to share their ideas and suggestions for Mann Ki Baat program on All India Radio, which will be broadcast on 27th of this month. In a tweet, Modi said, like always, he hoped to receive the ideas and suggestions from people for the program. He asked people to share their ideas and suggestions on MyGov, the Namo app, or dial 1800117800 and record a message. It will be the 87th episode of the monthly radio program. The phone lines will remain open till 25th March. People can also give a missed call on 1922 and follow the link received in SMS to directly give their suggestions to the Prime Minister. Over 22,000 Indian citizens have returned safely from Ukraine amid the ongoing conflict between Russia and Ukraine. Making a statement in the Rajya Sabha on the situation in Ukraine, External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar said 90 flights brought back the Indian citizens under the Operation Ganga. He said 76 civilian flights and 14 Indian Air Force flights were operated for the evacuation drive as per the direction of the Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Chief Minister Nipirio today held a meeting with Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman at New Delhi today. Chief Minister Rio in a tweet said he had a very successful meeting with the Union Minister. While expressing gratitude to the Finance Minister for the patient hearing and continued support for Nagaland, Rio said they had a positive exchange on meeting the state's requirements and the way forward for implementing important projects of Nagaland. Chief Medical Officer CMO Kohima, Dr. Vezokola Teo, said the ongoing social health camp for the district has begun today. She said this during a briefing at a monthly Kohima District Planning and Development Board DPDP meeting held at the state capital today. The CMO said the social health camp will be conducted every Tuesday and Thursday in urban colonies under the district. She informed that the initiative was taken during a meeting with all the Kohima Municipal Wards Panchayat on 15th of January to protect the comorbid group of people from COVID death. A format was brought out to map the prevalence of comorbid diseases in the community, Dr. Teo said, adding that 10 out of 19 wards have submitted the details. The CMO also informed that the targeted groups were 30 years and above, pregnant women, and those below 30 years but with a family history. The identified individuals will be given free medication and health strengthening through National Urban Health Mission. In this connection, the CMO has requested the DPEDP members to spread the message in their respective areas to protect comorbid clients to avoid COVID morbidity and mortality in the district. The first ever Dupani, meaning a rhododendron festival, was celebrated at Reservoir Town, under Pek District today. Convener of the festival, Nilhozo Zole, said that realizing the need to preserve and conserve the rhododendrons in the town, the residents have decided to celebrate the Rhododendron Festival every year on March 15th, starting from this year. He said the celebration is not only a festival of the flowering tree, but also a festival for the people. Addressing the gathering, MLA Kezeni Kalo challenged the locals to plant more of the rhododendron trees and continue to preserve and conserve the flowering trees. Nagaland today recorded more recoveries than fresh COVID-19 cases, as 8 people were cured of the disease. A sole new COVID-19 positive case was reported from Dimapur. Of the recoveries today, 6 were reported from Dimapur and 1 each from Kohima and Longlang. There was no fatality today. With this, Nagaland's total recoveries climbed to 33,163, while the cumulative COVID-19 caseload stands at 35,452, out of which 48 are active. And now to end the news, here are the main points again. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh asserts India's weapons system is safe, secure and reliable. Union Consumer Affairs Minister Piyush Goyal says government working to ensure consumer rights are protected. Nagaland Government extends existing measures for containment of COVID-19 with relaxations of various activities up to 31st of this month. And Nagaland to roll out vaccination drive for 12 to 14 years of age along with the rest of the country from tomorrow. That is all we have in this evening news bulletin. Good night.